fifth Republican debate of this year and the last one of this year. And it's supposed to take place on Tuesday. I'm just really, I kind of didn't, I skimmed through the arrangements by podium order. So Trump is in the middle, Carson and Cruz are on the side of him. I didn't really pay attention to much of that because I expected that. We've been looking at these polls for a while now, and they've had an increase, and certainly they're going to position them in the way of that increase. I'm actually more worried or kind of questionable, and this is something that has been going on with all of these debates, and the only one where it was kind of acceptable was the first one, because the last three, they've all been on school nights, which, they're going to say, oh, well, we're adults. Why do we care about it being on a Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday? Because there are people who want to watch it that can't stay up. Uh, well, yeah, they're not up late at night debating, but even then, there's work to be done. There's assignments and other types of things that people have to take care of. That when you put these, that make it to where when you put these debates on weekdays, it just becomes inconvenient all around. So I didn't really want to do this because I didn't want it to just be seen as an attack on the Republican side of things. The other Democrats doing the exact same thing, and they're only slightly better because they did that forum on Friday, and you could stay up as long as you want on Friday, usually. But what I don't get is that they want to both parties want to appeal to young voters, to people my age and coming up. I'm 17, about to be 18 in 15 days. But they want to appeal to people who have never voted before, have never tuned in before, who are impressionable. And I understand that. I can completely see where they're coming from. But then why have the debate on a day that people in that demographic of 17 or 18 to 25, the majority of them are going to either be in school or at work? It's just so inconvenient. And I thought about all of the past debates. Like the first one back in August, I had nothing to do that day. I was just sitting around the house because it was summer. So I said, okay, let me just get ready. Uh, and I think a lot of people had that same experience. The second one, I was able to do all my work, complete all my assignments. The third one, I had to go somewhere and I had to watch it on YouTube when CNBC put it up. This past one, I had to do something that day as well. So it's always inconvenient. Every single time it's been inconvenient except for when it's on a weekend or a Friday. Because usually people don't have to worry about getting things done or having some assignment due or just having objectives that will make it to where they can't watch the debate, they can't tune in. Not live anyway, they can see it on YouTube 1,000 times, but it doesn't really help the network anymore. All I'm really getting at is I don't see how the Democrats, the Republicans, anybody can go and argue, oh yeah, we want the young voters. We want the new guys. We want the people who've never voted before, like me, to go and vote for our candidates. Join us in our party and vote in the primary and show us who you want. I'm doing a little Southern twang thing. I guess Rick Perry, he's still technically relevant. Um, he'll run again in 4 years. Uh, third time's a charm. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand how you market yourself towards younger people, and then you sit up here and say, okay, well, we know that most people between 18 to 25 are either in school or working, so we're gonna put it, and that's another thing. I don't blame them for doing when it pertains to people working because people work different hours all the time. But school is generally in the morning to in the afternoon, at least for people in the like high school, middle school, whatever, just younger people, and they can't experience this because they put uh, themselves in these positions, referring to the people who schedule when these take place to where they're not going to get viewers that are below the age of 30. That's very problematic for both parties.